When it comes to Disney Channel royalty, few voices carry as much weight as Demi Lovato. A former child star who rose through the Disney ranks before evolving into a global pop powerhouse, Lovato has lived through the golden era of the network firsthand. So when she recently revealed her personal, Disney Channel Mount Rushmore, fans immediately leaned in. But it wasn't just the names she chose that got people talking, it was also who she didn't include. Lovato's picks paid tribute to iconic figures like Raven-Symoné and Hilary Duff, while her dismissive comment about Shia LaBeouf, "We can pass," sparked debate across social media. This wasn't just a list, it was a cultural moment that reopened conversations about legacy, influence, and the complicated history of Disney Channel's biggest stars. The meaning behind a Disney Mount Rushmore. The concept of a Mount Rushmore in pop culture is simple but powerful: choose 4 figures who define an era. It's not just about popularity, it's about impact, longevity, and how deeply those figures shape the identity of a generation. For Disney Channel, that era spans decades, from early 2000s sitcom dominance to the late 2000s musical boom. It's a legacy built on unforgettable shows, breakout stars, and a pipeline that launched some of the biggest names in entertainment. For Demi Lovato, who starred in Sunny with a Chance and the Camp Rock films, the Mount Rushmore isn't just hypothetical, it's personal. She's part of that legacy, but her choices reflect admiration for those who came before her and those who defined the Disney brand at its peak. Raven-Symoné, the blueprint for Disney stardom. At the top of Lovato's list is Raven-Symoné, a name synonymous with Disney Channel excellence. Long before streaming platforms and viral fame, Raven-Symoné was a powerhouse performer. Her starring role in That's So Raven turned her into one of the network's most recognizable faces. The show wasn't just popular, it was groundbreaking, blending comedy, fashion, and a strong, charismatic lead into a formula that would define Disney programming for years. Raven's influence extended beyond acting. She brought musical talent, comedic timing, and a distinct personality that resonated with audiences of all ages. Her ability to carry a show, and later reprise her role in Raven's Home, cemented her legacy as a Disney legend. For Lovato, choosing Raven-Symoné isn't just about nostalgia, it's about acknowledging the blueprint for everything that followed. Hilary Duff, the original Disney queen. If Raven-Symoné set the stage, Hilary Duff helped turn Disney Channel into a cultural powerhouse. As the star of Lizzie McGuire, Duff became the face of a generation. The show captured the awkward, relatable experience of growing up, and Duff's charm made her instantly beloved. But her influence didn't stop there. Duff transitioned seamlessly into music and film, becoming one of the first Disney stars to successfully cross over into mainstream pop culture. Her albums topped charts, her movies drew audiences worldwide, and her image became synonymous with early 2000s teen culture. By including Duff on her Mount Rushmore, Lovato acknowledges a foundational figure, someone who proved that Disney stars could become global icons. Demi Lovato's own place in Disney history. Though she didn't explicitly place herself on the Mount Rushmore, Demi Lovato is undeniably part of the conversation. Her breakout role in Camp Rock alongside Joe Jonas introduced her to millions, while Sunny with a Chance showcased her comedic and dramatic abilities. But what truly set Lovato apart was her voice, both literally and figuratively. As a singer, she delivered powerhouse performances that rivaled any of her peers. As a public figure, she used her platform to speak openly about mental health, addiction, and self-acceptance, adding depth to her legacy. Her perspective on Disney Channel isn't just that of a fan, it's that of someone who lived it, navigated its pressures, and emerged stronger. The Shia LaBeouf snub. We can pass. Perhaps the most talked about moment from Lovato's Mount Rushmore reveal was her blunt dismissal of Shia LaBeouf. "We can pass," she said, a comment that quickly went viral. LaBeouf, who starred in Even Stevens, was one of Disney Channel's early breakout stars. His comedic talent and unconventional style made him stand out, and his transition to Hollywood films, like Transformers, cemented his place in mainstream cinema. So why the snub? While Lovato didn't elaborate, the comment reflects a broader shift in how audiences view LaBeouf's legacy. In recent years, his personal controversies have overshadowed his early achievements, leading to more complicated public perceptions. Lovato's remark may have been lighthearted, but it taps into a deeper conversation about separating art from the artist, and how personal behavior influences legacy. Fans react. Nostalgia meets debate. As expected, Lovato's Mount Rushmore sparked a wave of reactions online. Some fans applauded her choices, calling Raven-Symoné and Hilary Duff undeniable legends. Others debated who else deserved a spot, with names like Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, and Zendaya frequently mentioned. The omission of these stars highlights just how difficult it is to narrow down Disney Channel's impact to just four figures. Each era brought its own icons, each leaving a unique mark on the network's identity. Meanwhile, the Shia LaBeouf comment became a lightning rod for discussion, with some defending his early work and others agreeing with Lovato's stance. The evolution of Disney Channel stardom. Lovato's Mount Rushmore also serves as a reminder of how Disney Channel has evolved. In the early 2000s, stars like Hilary Duff and Raven-Symoné defined the network's identity through sitcoms and relatable storytelling. By the late 2000s, the focus shifted toward musical franchises like Camp Rock and High School Musical, launching artists like Demi Lovato into global fame. Today, the landscape is even broader, with stars transitioning seamlessly between television, film, music, and streaming platforms. This evolution makes the idea of a single Mount Rushmore even more complex. Each generation has its own icons, shaped by changing media landscapes and audience expectations. Why Raven and Hilary still matter. What makes Lovato's choices particularly interesting is their staying power. Raven-Symoné and Hilary Duff aren't just nostalgic picks, they're enduring figures who continue to influence the industry. Both have successfully navigated the transition from child star to adult entertainer, a notoriously difficult path. Their careers serve as blueprints for longevity, adaptability, and reinvention, qualities that resonate with Lovato's own journey. The power of personal picks. Ultimately, Lovato's Disney Channel Mount Rushmore is just that, hers. It's shaped by personal experiences, admiration, and the unique perspective of someone who grew up within the Disney system. It's not meant to be definitive, but rather a starting point for conversation. And in that sense, it succeeds brilliantly. By honoring Raven-Symoné and Hilary Duff while dismissing Shia LaBeouf, Lovato has reignited interest in Disney Channel's legacy and reminded fans why these conversations matter. Final thoughts. A legacy still being written. Disney Channel has launched countless stars, but its true legacy lies in the cultural moments it created, the shows, songs, and personalities that defined childhoods around the world. For Demi Lovato, that legacy is deeply personal. Her Mount Rushmore reflects not just admiration, but a lived experience of what it means to be part of that world. Whether fans agree with her choices or not, one thing is clear, the conversation about Disney Channel's greatest icons is far from over. And maybe that's the point. Because in a world where nostalgia reigns supreme, there's always room for debate, and always another name waiting to be carved into pop culture history.